It happens every 23 seconds. Somewhere in this country, firefighters are responding to a call.
16, I copy you're responding to the residential fire at 4648 Jenny Street.
And what you probably don't know is that 3/4 of them are volunteers, taking their lives in their hands and sometimes paying the ultimate price. Last month, thousands converged on the town of Emmitsburg at the National Fire Academy in Northern Maryland to pay tribute to these men and women who've lost their lives in the line of duty.
We are awed by their service, and we are humbled by their sacrifice.
This year, 105 firefighters were recognized, and 43 were volunteers.
Wisconsin, Stephen Peanut Kaiser.
Volunteers like Stephen Kaiser, Peanut to his friends and family.
One way to describe him, he had a heart of gold.
Kelly Wallish met Kaiser 7 years ago. Not long afterward, they became a couple.
He was a jack of all trades. He loved his daughter.
Me.
Yep.
So, a few weeks ago, Wallace traveled from the village of St. Anne in central Wisconsin.
Please accept these gifts.
To remember and honor the father of their daughter, Lexus.
Right here?
Yep, right under
Peanut Kaiser.
Stephen Peanut Kaiser.
It happened last December. Kaiser, a 15-year veteran volunteer, responded to a call, a dumpster fire at a metal foundry.
It's reporting through there's a large explosion from the dumpster.
The dumpster exploded, injuring 8 and killing Stephen Kaiser.
Trained, we need an ambulance down here. Copy that, need an ambulance down here.
I freaked out, and first thing in my mind is her.
At first, 4-year-old Lexus didn't quite understand.
She'd say once in a while, "When's Daddy coming home?" And I said, "He's not." And after a couple of months, she started asking questions of what happened, and I answered them honestly, and I think she understands now.
And I do.
Yeah.
Towns across the country rely on volunteers like Stephen Kaiser to respond when the call comes in. In Wisconsin alone, of the state's 870 fire departments, some 800 are volunteers. In the town of Lafarge, population 775, just about anyone can join.
I'm an attorney. I'm a retired criminal prosecutor.
Dave Sarnowski, retired school teacher.
I'm Jordan White. I work down here at the local Newsom's Lumberyard.
I'm Reggie Nelson. I work for Vernon Telephone.
Troy Deaver. I work for Organic Valley.
The department's budget is just $35,000 a year. Nationwide, it's estimated that volunteers save communities $37 billion a year in labor costs. Phil Stittelberg is the chief.
In addition to providing coverage here for the village, we provide coverage to all our parts of 7 surrounding townships too. So we've got a coverage area of about 135 square miles.
They're the backbone of our rescue system here and across the United States. I mean, what will we do without them?
Jamie Smith is the director of the Museum of Firefighting in Hudson, New York. Smith says the very first volunteer fire brigades in America were organized by Peter Stuyvesant, governor of the Dutch settlement of New Netherland.
He did a lot for fire prevention and safety. He appointed fire wardens to go around and examine chimneys, and if they were not clean, to find those people.
The museum's collection chronicles the legacy of volunteer firefighting in America.
I mean, it's part of our culture. They've just always been there, and they're taken for granted, and no one thinks twice about it.
But not in towns like Lafarge. Here, volunteers aren't just part of the fabric of the community, they are the community. So when they respond to a call, there's a 100% chance that the person in need will be a neighbor, a friend, or someone even closer.
On the way out there, they were talking how this is bad, get moving, guys. And
it was on a March day 7 years ago that Andy Siegel responded to an accident call.
When I got on scene and I saw it was his vehicle.
The victim was Siegel's 17-year-old son, Randy.
I was at least comforted by, I had my friends with me. They took over, you know, and I pretty much just stepped back from it, so.
He died at the scene.
A tough situation, but I wasn't about to give this up, you know. I said, that's not going to do anybody any good. You know, I'm here to try to help the community, help people that need help, and giving it up wasn't going to help.
As tough as it can be sometimes, helping a neighbor in their hour of need is what volunteer firefighting is all about.
And their legacy will endure in the buildings they have saved, the lives protected, the neighborhoods made safe.
Payday is thank you. When a person comes up and shakes your hand and says, thank you for saving my house. Thank you for cutting my child out of that crashed vehicle. Thank you for saving everything in the world that's important to me. That's payday.